Hey there, we are Jess, Greg, and Maya. Together we are self-converting our 2017 Ford Transit into our adventure mobile. This week we will be doing some less exciting but essential stuff for a conversion. Maintenance.
Hey guys, welcome back to the van build. In this video we're going to be doing all kinds of maintenance to our van, getting it up to spec, and making it reliable. We have 5 things we want to accomplish in this video. We want to install a catch can, replace a heater hose, install a brand new door latch. We want to sand and paint the subframe and finish it off with an oil change. Let's see what we can get done. Alright, so the first thing we're going to start off with is installing that catch can. Now, being on the budget that we are, we found one used on Facebook, but it's made for a Ford F-150, not a Transit. So instead of having the nice, simple install, we're going to have to get a little creative as to where we put this. So this is what a catch can looks like. It's as simple as it sounds. It's a little can that if you unscrew it, it catches oil and stops it from going back into the engine. So oil comes in this side, and this filter separates the air and oil, drops the oil into this can, and then returns just the air out of that side. So we're going to be removing this piece right here. So I'm going to start off with removing this clip right here. Catch cans are really only necessary on direct injected or turbocharged engines. Being that the EcoBoost is both of these things, a catch can is crucial to helping the intake valves from getting gummed up with carbon. Well, that was harder than it should have been.
That is probably going to be the theme of this van build.
Really clean air filter though. The foam pad, never seen that before. My plan is to attach the catch can right to this point here. So I think with just the top removed, I'm gonna be able to get in to attach the catch can there. We'll see. It's gonna have to, the box is gonna have to come out.
Coming in as backup. And there you have it. It's a catch can install.
This is a little over 500 miles of driving. You can see just how much oil and water the engine did not have to take in thanks to the catch can.
We have Maya today, your shop dog. Do you want to do van life? Next on our list is swapping out this rusty old heater hose for a brand new one.
The first thing I think I'm going to do is disconnect the hoses that we just installed for our catch can, because I need to get access to this nut and this quick disconnect. In my sorry attempt to contain what is going to be just a massive amount of coolant, I'm going to try to catch it in this. Just want everyone to know not a drop has hit the ground.
What an accomplishment.
Not a single drop of coolant has hit the ground. That's incredible. Yes! Had to cut the hose to get it off the end of the heater core there. But that's the problem right there. All that rust.
Oh yeah. Got it.
With the hose installed, it's time to add some coolant. I made sure to turn the ignition on and to set the heater to full hot and fan on low speed to ensure that the coolant makes it into the heater core. I later found out that the EcoBoost is a self-bleeding coolant system, and I did not need to leave the cap open for the bleeding process.
The next task in our maintenance series is
To replace this thing, our slider door doesn't stay open. So I think it is this piece's fault. It's not clicking into place, so we're gonna try to replace this. So the way this piece works is as you slide it, this mouth right here is supposed to click into that loop and hold it open. Then there's a cable that runs underneath of it that when you pull the handle, it should release it. Well, ours just never clicks. Where the new one that we have to replace it, this one, does click. So hopefully all we need to do is just take these two nuts off, put this on, attach the cable, and it should be good.
Before taking any bolts off, it is very important to support the door. We used a jack for this.
Old one out, new one going in. If you're from the East Coast, you know exactly what this is. Can't get it off. Pull the handle.
I gotta go park this baby on a hill.
Interior and exterior, both working.
After installing the new slider door latch, we tested the fit of the door to the van. Initially, the door would not close properly. After adjusting the latch a few more times, we finally got it to close seamlessly.
I did that. The door stays open now. Check that out. And then you pull the handle, and it comes up. Smooth as... Doesn't get any better than that. I think the root cause was all that brown stuff there they call rust, which is gonna be a bit of a common theme with this van, I'm afraid. Speaking of rust, we will be sanding and painting our subframe next.
Ruth spent the majority of her life so far up in Massachusetts. If you know anything about New England winters, it generally leads to rust in vehicles.
Now enjoy this sanding montage to this smooth, funky beat. Cue the music. Going to the big guns. Here's how she looked, all sanded up, ready to be wiped down and painted. Like that stirring stick? Yep. Pulled that sucker right out of my landscaping. Now to tell me that doesn't look a whole lot better than it did before. Well worth the time and effort. I finished off with a little fluid film on the inside, and they should be protected for years to come.
Well guys, that concludes our maintenance part 1 video.
Yeah, so it's time for the good stuff. How much did this part of our maintenance cost? All came out to $324.24.
Now, how long did it take us to do all of those maintenance items? It took us about 6 hours and 15 minutes. Woo, onto the fun stuff, maintenance part 2. Tune in next week, we will be doing the brakes.
The really good stuff. But it should be able to hold itself.
Big stretch. You want to take that hat off?
It's not working now.
Now, how long did it take us to do all of those maintenance items?
Take us, she says.
I did a great job filming, thank you.
Yes, you did.